Lucy. Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Hey, Amu, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm doing
Thank you.
okay,
Thank you.
yourself?
Thank you for joining me. I know you're so busy and we couldn't do it last week. So I'll start. Okay, let's just wait until you have time today. And thank you for getting back to
No
me. How's
problem.
it going? How's everything going?
Everything is going well. I'm doing good. It's a good Friday, so I can't complain.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday. At least we're looking
It
forward to
is.
what to eat. I wanted to just catch up with you, see when you joined the program, where you're at right now, and a little bit description about the property you purchased and what you think about the program.
Okay. So I did join the program sometime in January. I
Mm-hmm.
was part of the January class.
Yeah,
I think that lasted for about 6 weeks.
yeah,
And a little bit about, a little bit of back story before, I joined.
mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get into real estate for a while. So I did kick off sometime last year. I started off with Airbnb. I wanted to diversify into real estate. I was trying to do fix and flip. I did that, but it didn't go according to plan. So the exit strategy for me for that one was to, convert that property to a rental property. And because I live in Richmond, Texas, which is close to Houston, properties here have become so expensive now.
Yeah,
So I was trying to look into going to a different state or somewhere else to go, invest.
yeah.
And that was how I came about your page, actually. Um, you and I kind of have the same, similar stories, and that's because,
I
I
know.
also moved to the US December 2016, and I'm also into IT. I'm an IT project manager. So, I saw your story and it kind of motivated me like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of doors.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were called doors at that moment. So I'm
yeah.
like, wow, that's a lot of doors. And that's something, a big goal for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, before I even did reach out to you, I'd reached out to some other some other person that was trying to do a mentee class.
Yeah.
And they were asking, oh my goodness. I'm like,
I remember one mentee told me I spent about 40,000. I was like, so you paid the person 40,000, but you didn't have any house? He said, yeah, no, that's just for the
asking
education.
for
I was like,
10.
well, it's good, but damn, 40,000, that's a lot. I mean, not to say their program is not worth it, but
Yeah. This
yeah.
guy was literally asking me for 10 grand. And I'm like, I don't think so. So I came across yours. I remember reaching out to you on Instagram, and I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, how much was yours? And you said it's about 2,000. Like, oh wow, okay, I can do that.
yeah,
And what's the worst that can happen, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I did join the program, and I learned a whole lot. You're a very amazing teacher, and
Thank
that's something I wish to learn. I wish to learn how to teach people. I'm very
yeah.
bad.
I'm learning with you guys, honestly. I learn with you guys. Mhm.
Yeah, so I did learn a whole lot. It's also nice how layman you could be about explanation, how you got your properties, how to look out for good contractors, Section 8 and all those great stuff. And
Yeah,
the people you brought on board also the banks,
yeah,
the hard money lender, and
yeah.
I'm
They were
kind of
amazing. They were
I'm
amazing.
super amazing and I'm utilizing them already.
Yeah,
So, it was so good. I learned so much information, what to look out how to assess a property, rent all meter, of course, that's like the tool I've been using.
yeah,
To check how much a property can rent for. And I used to have a negative impression about Section 8 until I
yeah,
came to the class.
yeah.
And now I'm like one of the big believer. I'm like telling everybody,
I
go get
love it.
Section
I
8.
love it. I
So
love it.
part of the things I learned, from that class. And it was so very interactive, you gave room for people to ask questions,
Yeah,
you know, you didn't mind like people were just starting their journey. You
yeah,
met everyone in their real estate journey, and that was very good. And even though I had started for a moment, I was still able to, learn, go back to basics and
yeah,
learn from start. So
yeah,
yeah, it's very good. It was a very great opportunity.
yeah.
And of course the follow-ups you do with us is also superb. So thank you so much, Yamo.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my God. I can hear you go on and on about me, but thank you. So enough about me. But yeah, can you tell us more about your property when you closed? Just a little what do you want to share about that property that you got?
Definitely. So the property that I recently I closed it sometime in May, and the reason was because I started searching for that property while I was in your class because you encouraged us to do so.
Yeah.
I found it. The reason it closed late wasn't my fault though. It's just because the property had some issues with permits. So like I told in the past, it was a single family residence that the owner, who is a contractor, converted to like a 5-unit residence.
5 units, yeah.
To maximize cash flow. So because of that, the lenders I was, approaching, they had issues with it not being like permitted for the 5 units it is for now. So that was the only reason they, those contracts didn't close, beforehand. So finally, I had to use a hard money lender to actually close, and the goal is at some point I refinance it and even, cash out refinance it also. So the property, it was being sold for 100K. I, by the knowledge I gained from you, I was able to bring it down to 90K, and and each unit rents for like $650. So, and my market so far is less than 700.
Oh my God.
So 1 unit just pays for it. And the crazy thing is the other, the rest units, even for the rental property, one of the rental properties I have in Texas here, I use the money from the other units to pay for that one. So like that property is paying for 2
properties. Oh my God. May I ask your Texas property, how much did you buy it for before you?
So that one I bought for $189,000.
So this is like this one you go for 90 and it's paying for that one.
Yes, and for after I refinance, I'm actually like paying about $1,800 for the mortgage. So that's what I'm even saying. I'm getting that money from this property to then pay for the mortgage now.
That's so people are not gonna believe it. Like when you talk, people usually don't believe it until they hear from someone else. Like, this is how it works. This is true. Like this is insane. Like one property is paying for your previous property.
Yes.
Imagine if you had like 3 other properties, like everything.
Yeah, I know, and that's the goal. That's the goal. The biggest goal for me this year, obviously, I want to have a minimum of 15 doors. That's my big goal. So. So definitely, those are, that's my goal for this year, and I'm working towards it, looking at properties, want to diversify into different states. And, I got that motivation from you that, you don't have to invest where you are at. Yeah. You can go to other places, especially when you're cheaper.
Exactly. And now you can live in Texas or wherever you want to live to and have another property over there paying for your lifestyle.
I know. And it's good, especially when you live in states that's expensive.
Exactly.
Right? It makes more sense, especially if you want to go the rental route. Go to other states that are cheaper, where you know that tenants will be like lifetime tenants. Yeah. And, you're getting a cheaper rate and, you're still cash flowing. So, So thanks to you, Gabo.
That's crazy, because imagine not, like, this is the thing, people need to always put emotions to their in their investments. Like, oh, I live in Atlanta, why would I go buy in another state like California? I live here. But it's your investment. The tenant, even if you lived in California, you're not gonna go knock on the door and tell the tenant, I want to see the house every day. Like, what's the point? You see what I mean? But
exactly. And while you cash flow, you're also building equity. So this is, building generational wealth, right? Exactly. In a couple of years, if you want to sell, that's fine. If you want to leave to your kids, that's also fine. And before I forget, Yamo, also while I was waiting for this property to close, I'm not sure I mentioned to you, but I was able to acquire 23 acres of land. So I bought it. I bought here in Texas, and I bought in Texas.
You mentioned land in the class. You did.
Yeah.
Oh, you 3 acres. Girl, can you give me 1 acre or 0.5 acres or something? Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know.
I don't even want to ask the question of what your goal is, because I feel like people are going to steal it. If they want to know, let them join the classes. No,
right?
Wow,
I'm so much to learn. So much to learn.
I'm so proud. Like I'm getting emotional right now. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, great job.
I am so proud. I'm not even gonna ask you what you think about the program. I know what you're gonna say.
It's
So
speaking for itself.
yeah,
It's
it
speaking
is.
for
It is.
itself.
I'm
And
really happy.
every year, every day we get testimonials from different people who attended. So definitely you're doing such a great job.
Yeah, I mean,
So
we have so many
kudos to you.
testimonials. We
Yeah,
have
I
so many
know.
testimonials, but they're shy. They're like, I don't know. Can I just? And you were like, I don't want to show my face. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do it without the face. And other was like, I don't like my voice because you're gonna see it on your Instagram and I'm gonna hear it. I was like, oh my God. I don't like listening to my interviews or my voice ever. Like it's so cringy. But
It's okay. I'm glad I was able to do this though.
I'm so happy. I cannot wait to see, like, the sky is the limit. Even that 50, even that 15, we have 6 months left in this year. It's possible. You did this in 4 months. So I don't see why you cannot get 6 units. I can't even imagine where you will be end of next year. Like you're like, oh, I'm looking at $30 now. I want to get an apartment complex.
Apartment complex, that's it, girl.
I know. I know. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. I don't want to take much of your time. I know we're all busy and everything, but thank you so much and enjoy your weekend.
Welcome, yeah. Well, thank you. Have a good weekend.
See you in class today at 7.
No problem. See you later. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.